Hi, this is another video brought to you by flipwebsites.com. This is part 2 of step 2 of the due diligence process of buying websites. If you haven't watched part 1, I encourage you to do so, as this video is a continuation of what I was covering. So continuing now with part 2 on researching a website's history, we want to know if the website has been banned from affiliate or ad networks, particularly if we're buying the website with the intent of promoting products and services as an affiliate, or we're going to be putting AdSense ads or other ads on the website. Now, if you're buying the website currently as an affiliate website or an AdSense website, chances are there aren't any banning issues because otherwise the seller, likely wouldn't be selling it as an affiliate site or an AdSense site, or typically issues will be disclosed. But it's always a good idea just to kind of be aware of it and to do a cursory examination of the possibility of something being banned. And so if you're buying, let's just say, a website that's promoting pet supplies, and let's say they're an affiliate for PetSmart, or let's say you're planning on promoting pet supplies for PetSmart, it wouldn't hurt to try to track down the affiliate manager for PetSmart, and sending that affiliate manager, an email and just being honest with them and saying, hey, my name is Travis Van Sluten. I'm looking at buying this website, and then you obviously put the domain, and I'm going to be promoting your products as an affiliate. I just want to make sure that there aren't any issues with this website in terms of any types of bans or anything. And you might get a response back, no, there have been no issues that we're aware of, or yes, there have. And you may not get a response. And to be honest with you, it's going to be about a 50-50 chance that you're going to get a response. But, it can't hurt to just double check, okay? And if nothing else, just grill the seller and make sure that there aren't any issues, and get anything in writing if the seller, guarantees that, hey, there are no problems, okay? The next thing we want to do is look at the backlink history. Now, backlinks to a website are what we call link popularity. Quantity and quality of backlinks play a role, but quality is really what's most important. And we're defining quality as backlinks that are relevant and that come from sites that have authority. So if let's just say I have a camcorder website, I would want to get as many backlinks from relevant websites in that niche. So in that case, I would want to get backlinks from other sites about camcorders or websites about electronics. And ideally, I'd want to get those links from authority websites that have been around for a while, that have high PR, and that are well known in the niche. Now, in the camcorder niche, for example, CNET Reviews is a huge authoritative website, so it'd be great, for instance, to get a backlink from them, and it would be even better to get a backlink from them on their camcorder reviews page, for example. Now, to check the backlinks to a website, we're going to use a tool called Yahoo Site Explorer, and the URL is siteexplorer.search.yahoo.com. And so, continuing with our website example, South Florida Commercial Properties, we're going to explore this domain, and the first thing it shows is the number of pages that are indexed to 121. And now I want to look at the inlinks. Yahoo calls them inlinks, but it's backlinks to the website. So we'll go ahead and click on that. And we have right now defaults to only this URL, which is the home page. And we're going to go except from this domain, meaning except from this domain. And it's showing no results. Now that is kind of strange, given that this site's been around for 2 years and there isn't a single backlink going to the homepage. Not necessarily a red flag, just kind of makes you scratch your head and kind of wonder why. But let's go ahead and look at the entire site. And now, as you can see here, we have now 102 links, because we have except from this domain going to somewhere on the site. There's 102 backlinks. Again, not too impressive for a site that's 2 years old. I would expect a lot more than that, actually, over a 2-year period. But nonetheless, again, that's just one more thing to note down, that there aren't a lot of backlinks. There's no backlinks going to the home page. All the backlinks go to internal pages, and even those, again, there aren't that many. Now, just looking at the quality, and I'm not going to click through on each one of these, but what you'd normally do is you just randomly click through a couple of them just to kind of see the quality of the websites that these backlinks are coming from. But just looking at the titles here, here's a real estate blog that's relevant. That's relevant. But as far as authority, again, I'd want to click through to that site just to see if it's got any kind of PR, and I might even do a backlink check on that site to see how authoritative it might be. Here's another real estate site. Here's another Florida commercial website. So relevancy, man, I'm having a hard time saying that word. Relevancy is certainly not an issue with the bulk of the backlinks, and my guess is that, certainly a few of these are probably authoritative. So the backlink quality looks to be pretty good. The quantity isn't so great, but the quality is good. And given the two, I would take quality over quantity. Now, the last thing we want to do, or the next thing pertaining to backlink history, is the historical content of the website. And to check that out, we're going to use what's called the Wayback Machine. And the URL is archive.org/web/web.php. Yes, it is a mouthful. And what this does is it crawls websites periodically, and it takes a snapshot of a website over time. Now, a word of warning about this tool is that it's very fickle. A lot of times it doesn't work. A lot of times it doesn't have a lot of records on websites, but it's just one more resource, one more way to kind of check out the historical content of a website. And the reason that's important is if I'm buying a website today, again, let's just say that camcorder example, and it's a camcorder site today, and I'm looking to promote it or to buy it to promote camcorders. And let's just say that the first year it was live on the internet, it was a porn site, or it was a link farm, or some other kind of seedy, spammy website. One, I might have an objection to just owning a website that has that kind of history. Second, the backlinks going to it are probably going to be irrelevant. A lot of the backlinks are probably going to be irrelevant, because if it was a porn site at one time, a lot of the backlinks that the website has are probably from totally non-relevant, unauthoritative websites, because now I'm using it as a camcorder website. So, and the other thing is just reputation. If it was a well-known porn site in the past, I don't want it to be known as that because I'm buying it to be a camcorder site, for example. So that's why it's important to know the history. And so all you do is you just plug in the domain here, and you just say, take me back, and it says no matches. Now, this is only a 2-year-old website, and so it probably doesn't have any history. But if there was history, now let me just go back here. I'm going to plug in a website that I frequent. It's an internet marketing website, clicknews.com. As you can see here, look at all the snapshots taken all the way back to 2004, actually going back to 2000. And you can click through to these, and you can see what kind of content was on the website. And you can see just what the website was all about in time or in the past. The final thing we want to do is, again, look at the website's past and present reputation, particularly if the website sold products or services. And all you're going to do there is simply go to Google, and we won't do it here, but all you're going to do is just go to Google and plug in the domain, or let's just say the domain, again, the website is selling a specific product or service. You would do searches on the domain, and you would do searches on the various products and services that they're selling, just to see if there are any negative comments about the website or about the products or services being sold. You're looking for positive and negative comments, just looking for anything that you can dig up, because obviously if you find a lot of negative comments about the website you're looking to buy or the products or services that it's selling, that would be a red flag and might make you second guess the purchase. I hope you've enjoyed this video. This concludes step 2 of the due diligence process.